When the woman poet experiences hearing the femininity, she begins to hear the sounds of the inside.
A mouthful of quiet. I have always been a quiet girl, a housed kind of violence. I will not eat from flat hands. I will not curl around feet. I will not drown in my own bloodied mouth. When I touch myself, my fingers salt and ginger. Half a bird in my throat writhes at the bottom of sleep. Listen, the slight color of its breathing.
At this time, she acknowledges the existence of a voice of the inside that is different from her practical reality. She is overcome with anxiety as well as happiness as she begins to hear the voice of the inside.
Woman, 1. The day explodes from your face. I get lost here, mistaking me for you. No one tucks children in anymore. Hide me in your warrior closet. Tonight, I hear you scratching for war, painting your body for war.
And she begins to realize that she stands at the center of death rather than at the center of life, and that she cannot maintain her life if she does not embrace death.
2. How will you speak to me in mourning, answer my notes on your vanity? You sit there like an empty fountain, holding stories I can see but not read. Let me brush your red hair, bandage your missing arm. Fingers unfurl against your yellow dress, while children grow restless in their children's-sized beds.
She feels as if all of the outside is entering the inside, like the way ghosts rush up to the performer.
3. Rain outside traps your legs, makes them grow, thicken into hardwood ember. We knock to remember. Please remember you can't create something that isn't a deep piece of you. Animals come back to their cage, their burrow. You never falter here. The reflection of your mouth won't fool. You are not often inviting me in for tea.
She begins to read differently all the undertones of the symbolic things outside of her. She also reads differently the lives of the women who have gone ahead of her.
4. Sharp claw, sharp mew, the warren of rabbits dines behind your house. String children to the line, lift leather hoods. Send them off with messages written in ash. Their line long to reach those with questions, those with the mouths forming O's. Count to 10, stir the pot, dress the body in tea leaves and tannin. Hold your breath. Let the children play in their wax suits. Mold their faces, eyelids heavy in your palm.
She begins to realize that the foundation, the feminine existence, is found somewhere different from here, somewhere very remote.
5. Let me follow you to the wooded village. See, you wear dresses, paint on your fingernails. Oh, but the black dirt from digging. Boil the stock bones. The children have been out back cleaning them for days. Humble them tonight with your feminine knowledge. Belt the universe at your waist. A sickness, a wolf head.
Then, a nameless sickness visits her. She feels a different part of herself that fights with a part that denies the things that exist inside her. This brings her deeper pain. She despairs that her tongue cannot fully depict this fight. However, at some point she realizes that she must embrace the inside death. Unless she accepts it, she will not be able to accept her own reality. Then she reaches a point where she can name her death. She accepts the conception of death with its intensity, akin to painful childbirth. At that moment, somewhere within her, she can feel a sense of opening of a woman's world that has the hearing of death. She is hearing the femininity in the world of hearing. She learns that she is more conversational and performative.
Bone prey. She even drinks from the bubble dub, the num-num soup bones in the black pot, black like ash flowers. Parade flesh is unlike that we burn. We parade flesh for the buyers who pay. She washes us, folds us inside out to hang on white twine, to slip out of our skins into scaled suits. Wings everywhere. Forgive us for this need to sin, to touch each other. We cry for sugar stones, but can't detach our jaws wide enough. Hawk faces stalk above our polite heads. I fold myself back animal. Enjoy the sweet meat without tearing. Rushing never gets you anywhere fast enough. Deer run down abandoned hallways. Children cry chalky tears. X, today I play you warm and hard. Pluck your catgut strings. X, today my body is shaved white lily, throat parched, feel it, and wet jaws open. Before story hour, we feed the weakest to the weak. X, I am an ocean inside a swollen stomach, a great black wave unfolding. Our new wolf heads wander. Your hollowed voice, a pendulum, a gunny sack full of moth wings. We don't have mothers, but we still hide things from them. Tether under our breathing ribs, paperly in our new skin, mouths open, mouths full of moth dust. I would kill you just to remember you, and the swinging in this room.
In the numerous repetitions of the symbolic processes, the going back and forth between the inside and the outside, through this spiral process, she discards the identity imposed upon her and begins to feel the transformed identity she now has, the one coded by a different method that can only be named within connection with death.
Whole. My hole, not for you. In the basement we found bones and slept on the floor anyway. Hollow the hole with cotton in our mouths. Stop touching her hole. Stop touching the hole. Our fingers mutate, covered in sex. Our sex fingers. Hole, your chest inside my mouth. Hole. Unwanting holes, wanting, unwanting holes. Holes in our faces. A horse, a dead horse in the backyard. Give me your mouth. Show me how you like my mouth. Where you touch the ocean with my mouth, a creature dead in the ocean in a hole. Rescue the hole, cover your hole with my hole. I want to forget I'm a hole, a body. What are you doing in the corner? I want to do that too. You've forgotten to believe in dying. Our holes in the ocean a hole in our human backs, spilling all over the bed. What do
packed in cysts. Loom sounds unpack them. There is a humming inside the earth body, all of them call and wait, deeper and deeper, and fluid fossils are packed, injected, with embryo reduction like roe, and the crocodile-like peats. Rabbits are capable of tenderness, especially when pounded. Love makes you curl up into the earth, fetus. Your organs melt, the gas of love assaults you, and the Nox origin barely holds its oracular shape. The soft apple lodges between the armor plates of the Gregor body. Neither sub nor superhuman suffering, the huge verminous body does not know it has wings. The wings lie, folded and hot, inside the hard lips. Tao is the secret to hamsters. They know no shame. Like the Penelope body, they know no shame. Even when their heads are bitten off, and the blood that rains brightly in December is just as smart. My body is full of hamsters. They are like jelly beans. They are fetal and hot and lubricated. The kind that live on the steppes of Russia. They are here, in the earth body, with a patient core. Inside the prison cell, I see through cracks. Where spider egg eyes look through me, through the plasms, ribbons and ribbons of no nucleus, only tunnels, through which the hams tunnel. They make rustling noises, and their teeth are like nail clippers. I am the vacuole. Cobwebs of flagella wave anemone, mother hands weave through them like clownfish. Clownish, she is brown and white, and cow desperate, ruptured everywhere like a rose tree of tissues. Clear energy drains from her eye slits. Thousands of nude hands curl me. I rip through layers of skin on surfaces of milk. Blood seeps through. If I could get to the center of it, then I can stab it and put it through the sewing machine. But not before I put it under the microscope and gawk at its awesome veins. One cannot escape the hand body. Exclamation marks all over the tubes. The beach is poxed with washed up flesh beams. But in a winter of bacon and fat, who can hunger? But the meat hungers. In ascension to heaven, meat hungers, and the last breaths bubble up from inner and more inner. So inner the surface scab into dark ice flows. I look for forms in the uniform. I know I am a criminal. I carve the Euro planet spinning on hot axis. The axe is heavy, the axe is strong. I carve the anti-you in a likeness, and time pain leathers through me. You tear invisibly through this. Who will see this? Who will put the knife to the flesh envelope? You, my baby? To be swallowed as I swaddle you, little piggy? The eaters are coming.
I, a woman poet, on the road to darkness, the endless road of the text, follow the sound of the inspiration outside of my insides, like princess abandoned who roams the Buddhist Elysium. I break and break apart the darkness I have entered. This is how I can leave here and return to the place I had left. Each gap along my walk, each valley gets filled with me. I always sink into the hollow spaces between the fractured text. I gush out from the hollow and get dispersed with other things that also gush out from the hollow. The dispersed things break once again. This doesn't mean that the text of my body, the text of my language is prophetic or mysterious. If it were mysterious, I could never do the work of fracturing the space of the real. Thank you.